What's going on to all my gamers and gamers? This your boy Kano, the brutally honest gamer, and I'm back with another video. Let's get it, let's go, and let's talk about it. So, if people may not know, or people basically are under a rock, wow, there's a lot of gaming news that has been going on as of late. And you know me, I've been focusing on the gamer section channel. So let's talk about Sony right quick. You did? So there's news and stuff going around about Sony actually pulling back of their single player exclusive games, actually going to be fully exclusive to just PlayStation 5 and beyond. And the multiplayer games such as the Marvel Token fighting game and Marathon going to be multi-platform on other platforms, which I think honestly it feels like competition is actually back within the gaming culture and it's basically needed. And also I look at it like this: since the next Xbox console that's coming out is going to feature Steam stores and stuff like that, and people are going to be playing the PlayStation 5 games, it looks like they're pulling all of that out. So people that actually have Steam won't be able to actually play the games off of the PlayStation 5 thing. And I honestly think that the way I'm looking at it in this sense is it's all about competition in this day and age, and I'm all for it, because when you see PlayStation and if you see Nintendo and you see Microsoft, they're basically feeling all stagnant and feeling too comfortable, and them three need to compete as far as like us as consumers, because that's what we've been waiting for. We haven't had competition on that levels of this magnitude since the original Xbox, the PlayStation 2, and the GameCube. And to be honest with you, PlayStation 2 killed the whole thing. That whole generation. They killed that whole generation. And I'm honestly saying this in a sense of we need competition in gaming. We need better games, because a lot of these games that we've been getting, it ain't cutting it. It ain't really hitting the way it's supposed to be hitting. You dig? And I honestly feel like, again, competition is needed. Xbox, back in the day, like when Xbox One, they didn't have their own first party titles like they usually should have. But now since they bought all them studios, now they have an identity of them going ahead to actually creating them first party games that they should have to compete with Sony. And now Sony can see that the games is not really selling well on PC because the way that they've been selling it very late. And it's at a great point right now where they could just go ahead and sell their products in a better formality and create more first party titles, create more single player experiences that's worthwhile, create more first person shooters, create more adventure games, create more platformers, create different genres of gaming that's actually going to help them in the long run. And I think that's a beautiful thing that they're going back to the way they're going with them exclusives only for PlayStation titles. And Xbox should go ahead and do the same, because they're actually, take that back, they're kind of like going into the trend of just seeing what stands out, and they might end up doing the same thing of going back to exclusives, because the new Microsoft CEO has hinted towards of going back to exclusive titles for the console, because it starts with console. And I think that's a beautiful thing, because we need competition. So let me give you something to think about. When it came down to the PlayStation 2, the original Xbox, Nintendo GameCube, the three shooters on each of them was this. We had the Killzone franchise for PlayStation. For Xbox, it was Halo, which I really think it ain't going to sell well on PlayStation 5 because people ain't going to really play it. And then you had Samus from Metroid, like the Metroid Prime games and so on and so forth. So if we can get back to that mode of competing on that levels again, that would be a beautiful thing in the gaming department. It will gravitate to people that really are gamers, and they'd be like, okay, yeah, I want to buy this game on this platform, or yeah, that game looks fire. Let me go ahead and buy that console so I can play this game and these games. Or they got, it's like an opportunity thing. So honestly, I think it's an actual beautiful thing that is going on, because we need a competition within the gaming divisions of Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, and show more consumer friendly stuff and bring out different varieties of games. And it makes me feel excited about that, because it brings back the nostalgia feel to it when it comes to competing with different styles of gaming. You feel me? So I don't really have too much to say. If y'all want to hear more in depth of what I have to say about it, y'all definitely check out the Gamer Section podcast this Sunday at 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central Time. It's definitely going to be lit. And like I said, I'm going to definitely talk about it more in depth, but it's been kind of like a breaking news thing when it comes to the competitive nature of Sony, and Nintendo, and Microsoft. And I want to see a variety of games. I want to see different genres of gaming as far as exclusive games. And I want them to just go all out for this upcoming generation, or this continuation of this generation with these games. Because, Sony pushed back their console to 2029. I think Xbox should do the same thing and continue to maximize the machine. That's just my personal opinion. But I'm going to leave it on that note, man. What are your thoughts about this, man? Make sure y'all comment that below. And y'all subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Subscribe to the Gamer Section channel. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers. You dig? Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification bell for when I drop these videos. You dig? I'm out. Peace.